Hello everyone, and welcome to Dishonored, the Brigmore Witches. So, we're finally on to the last chapter of Dishonored. I am super excited for this. It contains some of the finest content in the entire game, particularly the very last mission of Dowd's story, which of course is also the last mission of the story of Dishonored, and the one which will serve the most purpose in setting up the story of Dishonored 2. So, in the previous story, The Knife of Dunwall, Dowd felt extreme regret for killing the Empress. He felt like everything was collapsing around him. He was visited by the Outsider and given a mystery to pursue, a mystery of a girl called Delilah. She turned out to be a childhood friend of Jessamine Coldwin, who always grew to resent her. She then became a painter under Anton Sokolov and gained supernatural abilities at some point, then establishing a coven of witches in the Brigmore Manor, which is just outside of the city of Dunwall. All of this was done to serve the purpose of her plot, which is to possess and take control of the body of Emily Coldwin and become herself the Empress of the Isles. Pretty shady stuff. At the end of The Knife of Dunwall, she, with the help of Dowd's treacherous second-in-command, Billy Lurk, contacted a load of overseers who overran Dowd's Whalers Assassin's hideout. Dowd then had to go and do a load of clean-up, which ended in him confronting and sparing the life of Billy Lurk so that she could leave the city unharmed. That is the end of Billy Lurk's story. We did also come face to face with Delilah at that point. Okay, that's enough preamble. We're going to start a new game here. A save game from The Knife of Dunwall has been found. You can use your progression in the Brigmore Witches. You will retrieve your equipment and powers. Which progression do you want to use? Low Chaos. You've chosen to use Low Chaos progression of The Knife of Dunwall and the Brigmore Witches. Continue. Yes, continue. Okay, we'll go for the same normal difficulty. Here we go. Troubled sleep. You've been ill at ease ever since you assassinated Empress Jessamine Coldwin and aided in the abduction of her daughter Emily.
He knew. The black-eyed bastard knew that when my blade stilled the Empress's heart and delivered her daughter to the Lord Regent's men, everything would fall to pieces. He watched me do it anyway. And now the world's gone mad. Plague grinds the city down. Corruption rots. A mad killer roams the streets by night, seeking revenge. The overseers have stormed my hideout in the flooded district. And I'm in a strange duel with a mad witch named Delilah for the fate of the Empire. I'd say I was being punished, but I know that the world doesn't punish wicked people. We make our choices and take what comes. And the rest is void. I can't say I wasn't warned. The men are recovering well from the attack, but they don't understand the danger they're in. My mother warned me never to make an enemy of a witch. Corvo, here to settle our debt. You understand, I won't make this easy for you.
So here we get to play the duel between Corvo and Dowd from the other side, which is really mint. He's not an easy guy to fight though, Corvo. What with his blinking all the time. We do actually have some powers. Wristbow bolts. Huh. He caught the bolt out of the air. That's pretty cool. Nah, he's ready for this, old Corvo. We got him. But it was just a dream.
What is it?
Thomas has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.
Cool. Thomas is Dowd's new second-in-command after Billy Lurk left. Cobble bits of bone. Yeah, not going to read that. Of course. Regency and emergency powers. Talking about how a Lord Regent is established. You can hear a rune or bone charm. There's one just underneath. Corrupted charm. Corrupted bone charms are powerful bone charms that come with a cost. Locate them like normal bone charms by listening for the song they emit, or with the Void Gaze power, equip them in the bone charms tab of the journal. Splintering bolts. Bolts shot from your wrist bow do more damage, but bolts almost always break. So they're like, they have caveats with them, which is cool. This is quite interesting because it talks about the big port towns on the different islands. I might actually read that, but no, I don't know. No point really. It doesn't actually talk about Serkonos, I don't think. I mean, it doesn't talk about Karnaka, which is the setting of Dishonored 2. Yeah, it has Kilero instead, which is not where Dishonored 2 takes place, and so there isn't much point in reading about a city that we aren't going to visit in Dishonored 2.
Begging your pardon, Dowd, but I don't think it's safe to leave these overseers holed up in the refinery.
It's a new game now. They know where to find us. We just have to make them afraid to.
I found Lizzy's stride. Getting her to lend us her boat will be a bit complicated, however. She's in Coldridge. From what I hear, they've got enough on her to hold her for about 1,000 years.
Coldridge. We can use this. We'll get her out. And Stride will have to pay back the favor. We'll have our transport.
Yes, sir. Your tools have been cleaned and placed in the chest over there. I'll wait here until you're ready to leave.
Thank you, buddy. Thomas's journal. A recent journal entry written in a careful hand. Our troubles began with the name Delilah. A mystery given to Dowd by the face he sees in his dreams and whose voice he hears when kneeling at the shrines hidden in the lost parts of the city. None of us have ever heard this voice, but we know its power. It spoke to our master, telling him of his coming doom and saying that solving this riddle was the only way to escape. We knew nothing of Delilah except that we found a whaling ship by that name, a tenuous connection, but where the outsider's word is concerned there are no coincidences. We discovered the ship was named after a woman who once walked the halls of Dunwall Tower with Jessamine Coldwin. Later she became a painter, an apprentice of Sokolov himself, until she snared an aristocratic patron named Arnold Timsh. We met with Timsh's niece, who offered us information on Delilah in exchange for eliminating her uncle. Removing aristocrats was our specialty, so our master agreed. With Barrister Arnold Timsh gone, his niece divulged everything she knew. Delilah was much more than a painter, and she was hiding in the old Brigmore manor outside the city. But by then we were too late. Delilah anticipated our threat. For some time she had been working her corruptive influence on the best of us, the assassin Billy Lurk. Delilah turned Lurk against us, and together they sold us out to the overseers. When we returned to our hideout in the flooded district, we were swarmed by gold masks and hounds. But Dowd is quick and wise in our trade. In the end he kept us alive, though there were losses. Now our resources are strained. Some of the men are grumbling. I see the strain on Dowd's face. Killing the Empress, handing over her daughter, those are not easy burdens to bear, and Lurk's betrayal weighs on him heavily. His sleep is troubled by curses and shouts. Now we make preparations to strike back at Delilah. She is planning something in Brigmore, something that affects everyone in the Isles. She will be expecting us. Like our master, she shares her gifts from the outsider with those who follow her. How many are they, I wonder? I have no secrets from my master. My loyalty is without question, but I fear these may be the last days of the Whalers, perhaps the last days of Dowd. Interesting stuff. Isle of Serkonos. Yep, again, that's where Dishonored 2 is going to take place, but not in Kilero, in Karnaka.
After Corvo's escape, it's going to be more difficult to break into Coldridge. They've installed arc pylons, and they're blaring Overseer music over the loudspeakers. Our talents will be suppressed until we get inside.
I have other talents.
Nice. Where was this rune then? Was it in here? Ooh, ingots. Oh, it's just inside with his gear. Okay. We now have Pull, which is a power that we haven't seen before. Pull inanimate objects towards you from a distance. Consumable items are used or stored immediately. And then at level 2, pull living things and bodies towards you from a distance. When enemies are pulled close enough, they are suspended in the air. Corpses and unconscious bodies are automatically carried. So that could be quite useful. It's only 2 runes for the first one. Yeah, so I guess if we get... that's what we'll probably spend runes on. Apart from that, it's only like vitality that will be of any use. Okay, cool. There is another rune in this stage, so where is it? Over here.
Taking prisoners is exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about. You don't have to remind me.
Have that. Alright, in that case, let's take pull 1. At level 1, grab inanimate objects from afar with left trigger. Items such as money, ammunition and keys can be pilfered from a distance. Other out-of-reach objects such as bottles or whale oil tanks can also be picked up. Yeah, cool. Okay. Any bone charms in this area? I don't think there are there? Nope.
And now witches. He's not the man he was. Quiet.
Money.
Going to get us killed.
Don't think I can get any further into the flooded district. This is just an intro room with a rune.
They say he let Rothwild live. Is Dowd getting soft?
Rothwild's not coming back anytime soon. You should spend more time thinking about your form.
Anytime you think I'm a little soft, you're welcome to come by my office. Bring a blade.
Yeah, you're right. Dicks. Okay, I think that's everything. You can see outside. Weirdly, that looked like an overseer patrolling behind an assassin. I don't think we can actually go out there though, and we don't need to. Let's just get on with Coldridge.
Is it time to go, sir?
Well, that was apparently a mission. We missed 50 coins, but never mind. Defeated Corvo in a dream as well. Alright, we're back here again where it all started. A stay of execution for Lizzy. You need Lizzy Stride's boat to reach Delilah's stronghold at Brigmore Manor. Unfortunately, the leader of the Dead Eels gang is locked up in Coldridge Prison and you've got to break her out.
Delilah doesn't leave Brigmore Manor anymore. She doesn't have to. Which means I have to come to her. The manor's upriver, far out past the quarantine line. I'll need a ship. I've lived in Dunwall's underworld a long time. I know the players, gang leaders, madams, corrupt officials. But what I need is a smuggler who knows the river, someone I can trust. It's a reflection of Dunwall, or perhaps myself, that after all these years, the best choice I have is Lizzy Stride, and Lizzy Stride is in jail.
Okay, so we have favours again in this story. We have new upgrades. Bulk capacity, arc mine, stun mine, extra charge. Cool. What favours are here? Overseer Dowd. You are disguised as an overseer. An overseer has been summoned to Coldridge Prison. Your contacts will intercept him and send you in his place. Using this overseer's uniform as a disguise should fool the prison guards long enough to get you inside. That could be quite useful. There is a misplaced rune as well, and forged requisition orders allow your contact to deliver stun mines to the prison. I feel like we probably won't use that, but we'll definitely take the rune. We'll definitely take Overseer Dowd. It doesn't leave us with that much. We're still only down to 2 bolts, so we'll spend everything else on bolts. That brings us up to 7, and we will get started.
This should get me in the front door at least. Looks like I'll need to check in with those guards by the gate.
Cool. The Overseer's sword looks badass, does it not? Very cool indeed looking. So yeah. Worth pointing out here that there are some changes, significant changes to Coldridge since we escaped it as Corvo. The moat has been dried out. The misplaced rune is down there. We actually start down there if we don't take Overseer Dowd.
Overseer. About time, Overseer. We sent for you hours ago.
There was a problem with the waterlock.
Fine. Listen up. The incident took place in the interrogation room. Cross the yard and keep going straight. Anything else is off limits. Understand? Don't go exploring. Don't speak to the prisoners. We're not here to listen to you preach. Don't forget you're in Coldridge now, not the Abbey. We asked you here for one reason.
I'll be gone before you know it.
Okay, so we may have to sneak down to get this rune. Let's give it a try anyway. He did say that we can go across the yard into the interrogation room. Anything else apart from that is off limits, so... still Overseer magic here. So we will need to scramble back up. Pretty nasty looking corpse there. Okay, cool, I'll have that. There's only one other rune in the area. Not sure where it is. Or if there are bone charms. This is the, presumably the sewer entrance where Corvo escaped to. It looks like we can pop in, although I think this may be where we have to take Lizzy Stride at the end. Is there anything collectible though? I figured this is exactly the sort of place a bone charm would be hidden, but I think if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I played this, this is just where we have to take Lizzy Stride when we've acquired her. Alright, we'll continue playing the part anyway, and we will go to the interrogation room as instructed and see what happens. We have to do this the old-fashioned way because of the Overseer magic preventing us from using Blink. Which also means that Dowd's super jump doesn't work either. Okay, we're in.
Guard, open the gate.
Thanks, bud. I haven't actually equipped any of my bone charms, so let's see. Potions give you more health, food gives you more health. Full damage, max health. Move faster with corpses, regenerate mana faster, move faster in stealth mode. That'll do. Yeah, there we go. I was wondering why I was crawling so slowly.
Hey, you in the mask, get out of here.
How charming.
No, stupid god.
So we're back in Coldridge. It's been a long time since we've been here, and we were, of course, coming the other way.
Until further notice. Prisoners who have been transferred from Section B will be observed for signs of infection.
Didn't they do it?
Emmerich drinks and he chose a bad
Someone's
day to
supposed
sleep
to be
in.
on duty.
Morris lost his nerve at the sewer gates. Neither of them knew anything. They died to satisfy the Lord Regent's office.
And Officer Thorpe.
Thorpe slipped him the key. Everyone knows that. He got weak. They paid him off, but he couldn't tell us who it was. And believe me, he wanted to by the end.
You've seen Corvo train, haven't you? Once he had the key, there was no stopping him. And the way he went off that bridge, how do you stop a man who'll make a jump like that? Like he doesn't care.
Or like he's more than human.
You think he's
I think we played that overseer noise for a reason. I think there's more happening here than any of us know.
So they're correct, obviously, to suspect that Corvo is a void
I'm not saying
person.
it would be easy, but I can do it once the cell door's open. You?
Why is no one making rounds over here?
Head directly across the yard and through the door. It's in the interrogation room. And don't forget, the rest of the prison is off limits. Don't get caught wandering around.
Yeah.
Nobody's making rounds over here?
Hello. A bone charm. Okay, there's 2 in the stage. You find ammo in greater amounts. That could be very useful, in fact, if that includes sleep bolts. Let's get rid of fall damage. It's not particularly useful, and actually equip that one. Yeah, cool.
That it? All of these sections in quarantine.
Let's actually just have a look at Void Gaze here. See where the other one is. Okay, there is a rune.
Magic nonsense?
I think that rune is in the interrogation room, in fact. Bone charm. Oh, there's 2 bone charms.
Better make a pass over here.
It said 1 of 2 found, but there's 2 more.
Right through there. Can't miss it.
1 is far in that direction. So we'll probably need to break our cover before we can do that. Okay.
What happened here?
So this is a dead Brigmore witch, and as you can see, she has done some pretty creepy pagan magic in this interrogation room. Pretty different since we came in here as core, though. I'll have that. Brigmore chest key. The Brigmore chest is... Oh, there's a rune. That's both runes at the level. Tons of ingots. Lots of money, which is all good stuff. Dear Officer Ashfield, I would like to most humbly request access to documents concerning the new experimental choke dust which you may have recently found yourself in possession of. I understand this is a delicate subject matter, and I assure you every precaution will be taken with the documents to ensure they remain confidential. If access to these documents is agreeable to you, please have one of your men deliver them to my cell. Respectfully, your friend in A25. That is a little hint there about someone in Coldridge. A25, we will go and have a look there in due course, and we'll see who's there. Interrogation log 425. Excerpt from interrogation logs at Coldridge Prison, month of Nets. Let's see. Prisoner 354A9123. Goal, location of collaborator in theft of goods. Method, heated metal bolt applied to feet. Outcome, promising response at first, but the subject lost consciousness due to shock. Prisoner 657C7619. Goal, confession to vandalism. Method, sleep deprivation. Outcome, disorientation. Subject falsely confessed to crime as well as other unrelated acts. Prisoner 87481713. Goal, location of a weapon cache tied to attacks on river patrol checkpoints. Method, water tank. Outcome, tank mechanism malfunction. Subject drowned. Prisoner 4112B7835. Goal, name of conspiracy organizer. Method, engagement with phobia spiders. Outcome, subject divulged the information before the hatch to the spider basket was even opened. Very 1984. Let's listen to this.
Is she strapped in right? Good. Doesn't look like much, does she? Comfortable? Alright, we'll get this done. Let's start with how you got into Dunwall Tower in the first place. Was it one of the servants that let you in? One of the guards? Nothing? Alright. Corporal, use the hammer. That's right. The smaller one. Can't really tell if she felt that. Don't want to break anything. Let's try again. How did you... Wait. You hear a kind of ringing in your ears? What's happening to her face? Is she going to... Oh no! Oh no! Shoot her! Shoot her! Shoot!
Creepy! So, that's what you get for torturing people. Don't underestimate the fact that they may have magical powers. I saw something else here. Transfer orders. Lieutenant Wright, the hatter we brought in, was trying to stash this loot in the canal when we busted him. Looks like he's the one who hit Lord Brimmon's carriage a few nights back. So far he has not named his accomplices, but he will once he gets his turn in the interrogation room. Document everything and then deliver it to the Lord Regent's office and make sure none of it gets lost along the way or it's both our heads. Ashfield. So, I'm wondering about this Brigmore chest. It would make sense for it to be in here, would it not? But maybe it's in like... Maybe it's in like a, you know, an inventory location. Hey, bud.
Stupid goddamn.
This guy's blocking my way, so I'm just tempted to take him in here. Okay. Maybe the Brigmore chest key is used in a previous, in a like a later place. I can't remember exactly. I might look that up in between episodes.
You're such a chopper.
We can blink over the top of that, I think. Guards up there too. Blink 2 is going to come in very useful here. Let's just see where the other collectibles are. So there's a bone charm there. And there's a bone charm there. How am I getting to either of those? Around the other side of this wall by the looks of things. Also some stuff up there, some supplies, but I probably won't need. Okay. Let's just try... I think anywhere else we can go from here is going to be off limits. So... we need to start...
Won't help me if I'm
Yes.
caught in a restricted wing.
Spiritual remedy, thank you.
This controls all the cell doors.
Shut up.
Procedures following the escape of Corvo Etano. Interesting. Can't be asked reading it, but it's there if you want to pause the video and have a look. Cell control system quick reference. Set the first tumbler to match cell section letter. Second and third to cell number. Pull lever to confirm selection. That opens the cell doors. So this is the controller that we will use to open the cell that we want to open, but we need to find out which cell Billy Lurk is in before we can open it. So that guy's just going to stay put there. I don't think anyone else is going to come up to the cell control room, probably. Which way should we go first? Let's go this way. And we can make use of good old Blink 2. So, the first prisoner.
All prison personnel will stay clear of the interrogation.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna
until
tear
a
you apart.
representative from the
You hear me?
certified it is
Yeah,
free
yeah,
of your
whatever.
medical
I'm
corruption.
coming for you. If it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna kill you.
Sure you are. Enjoy your dark cell in the meantime.
Bastard. Just you wait. You messed with the wrong guy.
Shut up already.
Suck it down, bitch. Some copper wire down there worth money. I have to say that the original Coldridge mission at the start of Dishonored was quite possibly one of the most poorly defended, like poorly guarded prisons that I've ever seen, with the exception of possibly the prison at the start of Oblivion. This guy's a key. Probably want that key. There, one of those bone charms is over in this direction. Oh. Ah, he's on the other side of there. That's fine.
Just wait till there's no bars. Yes, there's no doubt.
I'm gonna start putting guards in this place. Guard post key I'm assuming this is going to be the same key. Oh, ammunition locker key. Okay. That's probably not going to be very useful, but nonetheless. Corrupted charm over here. Okay, so if I close this door, as long as no guards open it, then it'll be fine. Oh, sleep darts. It'll be fine. 2 stashed bodies there. There's Lizzy Stride.
She's in rough shape.
So, C28 is Lizzy Stride's cell, so we can go back to the machine and operate it to open her cell up.
A reminder, the Coldridge prison remains under martial law. Guards are authorized to use lethal force against any unidentified or unauthorized persons on the premises.
How am I getting to this charm? I'm wondering. Whale meat. Ooh, gambling den. I will take all of your spoils. Another guard post key, coin of 5. Spiritual remedy. We're now topped out on them, which is good. So it would appear to be just below me. Below me. If I get down onto the walkway below, is it going to be safe guard-wise? Probably. I'll drop a quick save anyway. Not pull. Link.
You're making a huge mistake. I've embarrassed him.
Help!
I've got all your
Someone's
names.
breaking out!
Oh shit.
Dog,
Guard,
Taylor,
come quick!
Cooper, and
Someone is
Watkins,
trying
and
to
Whitney.
escape!
They're going to assign and authorize their position. I've sent word to the Lord Regent's office. None of you understand what I can do to you. It's almost laughable, isn't it? When you think about it, you're signing your own death warrants. Let me out! Let me out of here!
So yeah, there we go. We can hear.
I'll never ask anything again.
We can hear Barrister
I'm
Tim.
not doing it. Not me. Not like the rest of them. Don't make me take that away from you.
Ah, shut up. I think, in spite of all those guys
All prison
screaming for
personnel
help,
will stay clear of the interrogation room until the representative from the Abbey has certified it is free of any heretical corruption.
there's some money in that one. Some more money in there. What's that? Probably something that's worth a load of money. Okay, what number was this? The guy in it's asleep, so it's probably going to be safe to open it. A13. A25 was, I think that might be Timsh's cell. Oh no, A04, that's Timsh. A25.
All cells in Section B are under quarantine until further notice. Prisoners who have been transferred from Section B will be observed for signs of infection.
Okay, I'm going to go to the cell control system and I'm going to open a few of these cells so we can get the goodies within. Goodies that, of course, include Lizzy Stride. How was I getting back? Oh yeah, over the top of here. Will Blink 2 reach that far? Yes. That was well worth getting that upgrade. Okay, so she was C28. A25 was the one that we read about in the interrogation room where the prisoner was interested in choke dust. And A25 looked like it had goodies in it. No, A13 had goodies. So let's go for A13. A25. And C28, which of course is Lizzy Stride. Sweet. There was a couple of others that had like money in them.
Hey, I can smell you from here.
If I have time, I might quickly do that, but otherwise, I mean, I could really use as much money as possible to pick other upgrades because we don't really have any aside from what we've got in this mission.
The Sokolov radio interdiction device, or ARC pylon, is for use only by personnel trained in proper imprinting procedure.
Who are you?
He's afraid. Otherwise he'd come here and settle it himself.
Just a random prisoner, okay.
Rat, damn you.
I think I'm on the floor below where I was before. Yeah. Oh, that was how I was getting to that corrupted charm. Shit, I probably should have opened the cell that's in. I'm going to go and find that as well. Alright, this is A25. It gives us a blueprint for Baffle Dust.
Why'd you take my money?
This tells you about other prisons.
Not doing it.
The prison on Serkonos. This is a hint to stuff that we're going to see more about in Dishonored 2. The mines of Serkonos, where prisoners must work in order to survive, and the coastal island jails of Morley, blah blah blah. I think we're going to see a lot of stuff about mines there. Ethical experimentation. I've managed to get my hands on an experimental formula being tested right here in Coldridge Prison. A mixture the prison guards call choke dust, which is normally capable of rendering prisoners vulnerable for a few moments. However, this formula has the potential to make the victim forgetful as well. It's as if once breathed in, the dust causes an acute temporary stupor. Yeah, okay, so that was A25, A13.
Just give me the one chance. I'll never ask anything.
That's on the floor below. Oh shit!
You think Corvo's running around the city in a mask?
This mask.
All prison personnel will stay.
Man, that was close. I'll pop a health potion. I know where there was one to replace it, so that's fine.
Representative from the Abbey has certified it is free of any heretical corruption.
It's going to start any moment, and I'll die weeping blood.
Yeah, sure you will, bud. That guy has money. That was A14.
You're forgetting about the
I'll make a note of that.
That was when he had something to lose.
Okay, this is the other one I opened.
Yes, they do. You just
Huh?
haven't been there to see it.
Oh shit.
Guards, to me.
Well, don't ring the alarm. Don't ring the alarm. No, no, no. That would be very bad, wouldn't it? If the alarm doesn't go off, then I'll settle with that. Huh, a trap.
I'm gonna find you, whoever you are, and then I'll demonstrate your failings.
King Sparrow Feathers. A dead hatter.
A reminder, the Coldridge prison remains under martial law. Guards are authorized to use lethal force against any unidentified
I couldn't remember how far back I'd saved it, but... Oh, there's a lot of stuff down there. Maybe very useful. There are some guards looking for me. Where is this charm?
I'm going to find you, whoever you are.
Oh shit.
And then I'll demonstrate your feelings.
Shit. Is he going for the alarm? I can't work out if they've
All cells in Section B are under
worked out they've seen me, or they've seen dead bodies, or they've seen open cells.
Section B will be observed assigned.
Okay, the corrupted charm is in A10. So, I'll open that one up as well. A11 has some sleep darts, which I'm going to take those. That'll probably do me. Yeah, so we'll carefully make our way back once again to the cell control room. And I'll have that. I don't really want to be creating too many more bodies because there's quite a few around.
Still crying about that dice game? You're such a choffer.
Okay. So... Oops. So, A10... A11...
Nobody's making rounds over here?
I think there was also A13 and A14. Oh no, that closed it, so we've been in there. A14. Cool.
Better make a pass over here.
Right, there are very suspicious guards around now. So we need to be a little more careful. This is the floor with the corrupted charm. Yeah. I opened this one up to get some sleep darts as well. 3 more, which brings us up to 8. And we can get a clogged toilet. How nice. This better be worth it, yeah, you don't say. Statuesque. Benefit. While standing still, you cannot be seen by enemies unless they are in combat with you. Penalty, mana does not regenerate. That's actually pretty damn good. I'm not going to equip it yet, but there may well become a situation where I need to use that. We opened A14 as well. Hey bud. I'll take that paper.
The Sokolov radial interdiction device, or ARC pylon, is for use only by personnel trained in proper imprinting procedure.
You just go to sleep, mate. Don't want you running off and causing riots and raising hell.
It's just a matter of time, buddy.
Yeah, whatever. I think you appear to be stuck in jail. Alright, let's finally get Lizzy Stride out. Or at least speak to her. Someone's still searching for me, which is somewhat concerning. Right, never mind, let's speak to her.
Wake up, Lizzy.
I'm not telling you shit. Wait. Who?
Down.
Is that right? Whoever sent you, I'll pay double.
I've come to break you out. You can owe me the favor.
What kind of favor?
Doesn't matter. You'll be dead in another day here.
What kind?
It's just a boat trip. Upriver. Past the blockades.
Then you're out of luck. My boat, the Undine, now belongs to someone else. My second-in-command double-crossed me and took it. A little shit named Edgar Wakefield.
It's a situation I'm familiar with. Can you walk?
Get me out of this damn thing and I'll fly. I can pay you to get rid of Wakefield.
It'll be my pleasure. Come on.
I'll just get my tiara.
She's sarky. I like it.
Down. I think I...
I'll have to carry her out.
So this is somewhat reminiscent, of course, of the Abduct Sokolov mission, in the sense that he has to be unconscious because he won't willingly go with you. The difference with Lizzy Stride is that she collapses unconscious due to being severely weakened by interrogation and torture. Which means that we can't mantle because we're carrying her. And that, of course, can be a big problem. This place looks like... yeah, this is like the ammunition.
Huh?
Shit.
Someone get over here! Die, damn it!
That could have gone better. This would have been another way to find out her location without just coming upon her. Anyway, hide this guy in case anyone walks past. Tons of good stuff here. Probably don't need most of it. Ammunition locker, yeah, it did turn out to be useless. What else can we pick up? Potions and lotions. Don't need any of them. Still. That guy's in a cell, so that's alright.
Did I tell you about the time I almost caught that guy who killed the Empress? Bugged someone else.
I'm just wondering what's going to be the easiest way out. Shit. Didn't mean to do that. There's that copper wire I wanted. I don't think that guy's going to turn around.
Until the representative from the Abbey has certified it is free of any heretical corruption.
You're fine, buddy. You ain't seen nothing, man. Okay, there is still another bone charm over there, which I want. Someone is still around, my friend. Let's see.
What?
Shit, who saw me? Oh.
I'll find you.
If it's someone in a cell, that's alright, as long as they don't scream for the guards.
Where are you?
Shut up, man.
Where are you? He's gone.
Hey, come here for a minute.
No.
A reminder, the Coldridge prison remains under martial law. Guards are authorized to use lethal force against any unidentified or unauthorized person on the premises.
Wondering whether I can... Oh, I can. Okay. The super jump combined with the super blink is good enough to get us up a level. So that's going to be very useful indeed to get Lizzy out. This arc pylon is somewhat of a cause for concern though. Shit! Okay. That was bad. But this is shit, there's an overseer music box. Actually, I'm going to reload this because I do want to find where that bone charm is. So... How is this guy so jittery when he's just a prisoner in a cell? Prisoner in cell block A. Okay. Boing. Boing going. God, prick. Okay, we can get on these pipes. No. Can try freezing time going past the arc pylon. Where's it powered? Oh, it's actually powered down. Okay. How very useful indeed. Woo. Ah. Don't ring the alarm. Oh god. Right, okay. Twats. Right. Void gaze. Bone charm. Where is it? Be nice to be able to get to that pipe. I don't think I can do it. Yes. That was nice.
A reminder, the Coldridge prison remains under martial law.
There was another way to
Guards are
go
authorized
around
to
here,
use
wasn't there,
lethal
into like
force
another
against
block?
Any unidentified or unauthorized persons on the premises.
How do I get to it? I could try, like, delivering Lizzy Stride. And then going back for the bone charm. But that feels like it would be counterproductive. See me. Okay, you're cool.
They don't hesitate to kill their own.
Right. No. No! Oh, God! I threw a body by mistake. Okay, well, we know what we're doing now. What? Now he saw me? That's not fair. Okay, fine. If we pop down this side, we can actually do it. There we go. get this guy out of the picture. That's going to be a bit more... just for peace of mind, you know? Put him down here. A bit further back, just so he doesn't get seen by the ones outside. And take Lizzy Stride with us. Need to go in this door.
They don't hesitate to kill their own.
Shitting hell. Wasn't expecting this.
Disappearance from custody. For gross dereliction of duty and the reasonable suspicion of treasonous conspiracy, I hereby sentence you to death. Ready. Take aim. Fire! Private Morris, you refused to pursue Corvo into the sewer complex on the day of his escape. You displayed cowardice in the face of a national crisis, and I hereby sentence you to death. Ready. Take aim. Fire! Watch, officer. You provided...
Right, where's this bone charm? The overseer that's nearby is preventing me from using void gaze. I can hear it not far away from me. Those guards are being executed because for failing to prevent Corvo's escape, which seems somewhat harsh, but there you go. I really need to take this musician down. Climb up it, you stupid tool. Right, okay. Hopefully she'll be safe here. Right, now where is it? Can't even see. Huh. Right, well... I could go back inside and use Void Gaze to find the direction that it's in, but... really, I just need to find it.
Huh?
Oh dear. Okay. Jesus Christ. Right, it's 20 meters down there. Right next to... oh, is it next to one of the dead bodies or something? Don't see me, please.
Huh?
No. No.
Help! Watch it! Get around him! Die, idiot! Someone get over here! I won't be kept. Here you are!
Well, I used all my sleep bolts. Let's just reload that, shall we? So where is this body? Hopefully it's... ah! There it is. There's a body. There, the bone charm is next to it. Okay, we've got it there.
Why is no one making rounds over here?
Nobody's making rounds over here?
Watch your back. We may have an intruder. Shit. Again?
Yes, again.
Someone's supposed to be on duty over here.
Better make a pass over here.
Sustained rage. Your adrenaline... Oh god, it's an adrenaline one. So, after all of that work to get hold of that, it wasn't even one that I can use. Still, at least we have everything. Now we can finally end this. Take Lizzy stride. Fall onto there. Hopefully we can get down here without being seen. Okay, cool. Nice.
She's beaten, but not dead. See that her wounds get attention.
It will be done. All quiet, sir. Ready to go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Cool, okay. Maintained Overseer disguise, leaving no evidence behind. Learned about the Brigmore Witch's interrogation. Got all the collectibles, 900 coins, not bad. Now we're at Draper's Ward, the Dead Eels. With Lizzy Stride free, you have a captain to take you upriver. Unfortunately, Lizzy's second-in-command, Edgar Wakefield, is running the old gang and won't hand over the ship without a fight. Deal with the traitor Wakefield and help Lizzy get her ship in working order.
Dunwall is changing fast. 6 months ago, Draper's Ward was where Dunwall's rich and well-born strolled and shopped and tried to be seen. The plague burned through it in days. Today it's a battleground where two street gangs fight over the spoils. The Hatters and Lizzy's gang, the Dead Eels. Lizzy Stride was the boss until Edgar Wakefield betrayed her and took her place. And the riverboat. It's the kind of thing that happens every day in Dunwall. I don't judge him. I've done worse myself. But I need that boat. Edgar Wakefield and I have business.
Baffle dust. Changes chemical composition of choke dust so it induces short-term confusion. Victims will resume normal, unsuspecting activity after exposure to the dust. Cool. Let's see. Bone charm capacity we could take. What favours are available? Hidden rune. A tunnel dweller has bribed to bring a rune from the depths of the Dunwall storm drains and place it within reach of the surface. I'll have that. The sunken crate. Allied whalers will dump a crate loaded with supplies overboard near the Undine. You will have to dive to retrieve the contents. Probably not worth it. What we do need to do is buy a whole load of them. And we can afford it, so why not? Okay, start.
The textile mill used to run off a water wheel before the canal went dry. It started up again recently, and whatever the Hatters did to get it working has enraged the Dead Eels. They're fighting in the streets.
Nice. Okay, we're in Draper's Ward, and we're going to explore it.
We got here first!
Bring out the geezer!
We've been here 8 years! We ain't leaving!
When's your old man coming out to fight?
We've been making something for you, little eels!
What's the matter? Too much knitting to do?
Crawl back to the river. You ain't a real gang. You're just a bunch of mudlarks.
Come on and fight! Or are you too busy making dresses?
Come on, you can't go.
Immediate gang warfare here. The Hatters in particular,
Somebody get over here!
I feel like they're taken just straight out of Gangs of New York, the Martin Scorsese film, which is really cool, of course, with Daniel Day-Lewis in that one there. That was over quick. Anyway, we will explore this place in the next episode. I'm going to end this one here because it's been going on for quite a long time. Thank you very much for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time for more Brigmore Witches. Take care and goodbye.